Right. How are we going to make this like a fresh and new interview? Because
what are the questions? That'll make it fresh and new.
That's the thing. I feel like I've asked you everything under the sun over the last 5 years.
Okay.
What's new and exciting? You've just come off stage.
The question we always get asked now is about who would be our dream dinner party guests. Every interview we ever do is about dinner party guests. So if you can freshen up that particular question, then...
Who would be your worst dinner party guest?
Good question. Yeah. Well, Tom Doyle, right? Tom Doyle of John Broco. He's incredible at ordering from restaurant menus. Like literally, we go out and we wait for him to order and we say, "I'll have what he's having," because somehow every time he picks the wild card and he nails it and it's amazing.
It's almost annoying.
So if we had him for a dinner party guest, we'd be cooking.
Yeah, we'd be cooking. We wouldn't have like any chance to run anything by him. He's just gonna have to get what he's given. So it's not it's not pre-approved in his mind. And then I think,
and you know, he'd be being very polite, but he'd be hating every minute of it. So you'd be sitting there in this awkward situation knowing that we hadn't met his approval, but he was grinning and bearing it, and that'd be a horrible place to be. So yeah, Tom Doyle's a great shout.
Yeah.
The worst guest you could come up with is your band.
Very, very polite and well-spoken.
He's
and
painfully polite and well-spoken, and yeah, it would make it all the more grueling for us to have to sit through that.
Have you ever seen him lose it though?
No,
I've seen him lose it once.
I don't think so.
When there was no avocado left in Nando's. Boy went mental.
That's not true, Simon.
I was going to ask you, because whenever anyone says Don Broco, it's followed with, "Oh, such nice lads," or "What lovely people." Have you had
What about have the best album out ever?
Yeah.
Who's saying
we'll get to
Everyone's
that,
saying
don't you
right?
worry. Yeah.
Nice guys is code for they suck.
Nice guys
No,
only get you so far. When you ask guys in bands, "Hey man, what do you think of so-and-so?" They go, "Yeah, nice guys." That means the band suck.
No, I was going to say though, have you had to toughen up and think like, we're in a business now, this is important, we've got to be a bit more stern with people? Or...
We're very stern guys generally anyway.
We were tough already. We're tough guys.
We were born stern.
We're tough guys.
Matthew and I were raised by the hand, and it shows.
Iron fist in a velvet glove.
Yeah, that's the Don Broco philosophy on business. Iron fist in a velvet glove and leather jackets.
They are good leather jackets. Are they new freebies?
We're in a band.
Yeah, that's embarrassing actually.
Yeah, I hadn't scoped it. Yeah. Why did they pair us off to do press together? Because we look the rock pair.
They are new. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah. Matt's is
Cheap Monday.
Cheap Monday. Yeah. And mine is Religion. Little plug there.
They'll like that, won't they? So let's talk about your performance. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't there. I was working, but I've heard from other people that the crowd was singing all the new songs.
Early contender for set of the weekend. Is that what you're hearing? Is that what you're hearing?
I heard set of the weekend.
Yeah.
People can leave now. People have got their tickets worth and they can hightail it on back to wherever.
They're like, what? Metallica who?
Yeah.
Metallica what?
Metallica who? Lars doesn't need the money.
What do you think about Lars?
I love him. He's a demon.
I love Lars. He's a
I
character.
like boom, boom, boom.
That's what people want.
Yeah, he's a demon. He doesn't mess around.
He doesn't mess around. He's a character. He gets people talking. What's not to like?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's got a few personality quirks, but don't we all?
He's an animal. I heard a story about him. He picked up the lads from Royal Blood when they were in like San Francisco. He came to their show, picked him up in his SUV, and they drove across the San Francisco Bridge in Lars's SUV with like the roof, big sunroof, and they were standing up with their heads out the sunroof, drinking beers while Lars drove them over the bridge. And I was thinking, wow, Lars is an animal. Like, what an absolute demon.
Nice thing to do.
Nice guy, yeah.
What was my point in the first place?
You
Your set.
haven't heard. You didn't watch it, but you've heard it.
Yeah. Now, did you get emotional? Did you have one of those moments where you look to each other and go, "This is big"? This
Well, we
is...
looked at each other and went, where the hell's Sophie? I can't see her.
You couldn't concentrate without me there, could you?
Honestly, yeah. I have like sometimes I have those moments in sets. It's quite nice. It's like, oh, we've worked for like 2 years making an album. It came out 3 weeks ago, and people already know the words, and it is nice.
It's really good, yeah.
It is nice.
I have occasional moments where I look at Matt and I go, "It's going good, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Sweet." It's good.
We've developed like an unspoken language of just gestures.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
So you got top 10 in the end, didn't you?
We got top 10.
Yeah, we had the ultimate tease
Yeah.
of being 3 throughout the week, and then we were 6 on the final day, which is an amazing achievement.
Yeah.
But
We're stoked. stoked.
You should
Not
be
as stoked as we would have been with the top 5.
And it was Dr. Dre's fault.
But stoked.
So I'd like to officially
Call him out.
tell you off.
Nice one for selling so many records, dude.
Nasty man. Because, you know, he decided and announced that he'd be releasing the album he released, like, 2 weeks before it came out. He was just like, I'm just dropping an album.
And didn't
we
he
were
say
like,
as well, he didn't even really want to put it out there. He was like, I'm not really that happy with it.
Don't bloody do it then now.
I'm not sure what he said. I think it was like he was so inspired by the new film that was coming out, and then all of that, and then kind of like everything that went with it. Like, it's his first album in 15 years. He's probably going to be his farewell. We were like, that's us done. Cheers, Dre.
Self.
It's going to be our farewell as well. Cheers, dude.
Nah, but in all honesty, yeah, we're delighted. Had 6 top 10 album, our first top 10 album. Amazing.
What was your reaction? How did you celebrate? What did you do when you got the final?
We were on tour, so
We were in a travel lodge.
yeah,
As per.
we're pretty rock and roll on tour, but not
We were in a smashed up travel lodge.
probably not
Which we smashed up from the night before, obviously.
probably not the most rock and roll of all bands. We probably
Quietly rocking.
We had been out the night before though. We'd had a big night at the Cat House in Glasgow.
yeah
And we'd celebrated hard.
we celebrated
And then we woke up all nursing quasi semi hangovers.
had some tea and vocal rest.
And yeah, just let the news of the number 6 sink in throughout the course of the day.
Fester in the news.
Yeah.
Now thinking back to the first Reading, wasn't it the introducing stage?
It was, yeah.
I remember that day. Do you remember then how you felt and whether you thought this is the start, guys? It's starting to happen.
I remember feeling that was a big moment.
I felt
That was
amazing.
incredible. That was probably the best show we'd ever played up to that point.
I don't know. Maybe it can be topped, but for me, that'll always be my favourite Reading, because it's like, you know, we came as kids, always like camped and came and watched like our favourite bands. Then decided we'd give our band a go. Started off on the introducing stage, and it was just like it was that weird moment of being the other side of a barrier for the first time, and like it just seemed like it just went perfectly in our eyes for the time.
Yeah.
And like the sun was setting while we were playing one of the songs, and it's just like
It just worked.
It worked. It really worked, and you know you're always going to kind of treasure that sort of first festival moment more than any other.
How are you going to keep your feet on the ground as things continue to go like this?
I got this sweet hookup from Doc Martens. They're kind of a leather-based brogue on the 1461 shape classic DM platform. That's how I keep my feet on the ground. How do you keep yours, Matt?
Quite a heavy shoe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite a heavy
Weighty.
shoe. So
I mean, it's great for festivals. It doesn't mess around with the mud. It really cuts through the crowd.
I surround myself with sensible people.
We're going to drink.
Yeah, besides just plugging himself in more DM.
Your endorsements are going to be so chuffed with
Well, I
you.
figured we gave the jackets a shout out. It was rude not to give the lovely people who hooked my shoe up this weekend a shout out.
Okay.
I mean, it's nice, isn't it?
It's really nice. I like broguing detail, always. Yeah, classic.
A bit dirty, if you ask me.
You've got bloody suede.
I've
you
walked through the press
nutter.
area.
Yeah, that's true. These actually are.
Let's talk about these.
Okay, these, you can see them. These are actually like not meaning to, but they sort of became over time now the only shoes I can play drums in. Like now, if I put any other shoes on, it just feels weird. It feels different. It's like the way.
unsubtle.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the only pair of shoes I could ever really wear to drum.
I didn't even drink that. Sly.
I don't want anything. I just cheers, Nike. Good guys.
And thanks, Mr. Janowski, whoever you are.
Yeah. No.
I'm going to take it back to music.
Music.
I'm going to be the sensible one for once.
Bring it back.
Okay, so your tour, you're playing Brixton Academy. Yeah. You've played there before, though, haven't you?
Never played there.
I've seen you there. Oh no, you.
I was
watching
at Limp
someone else.
Bizkit there.
That's where I saw.
That's probably where you saw me.
Right. It is kind of. It's weird to think that the first time we will walk out will be like headlining it. Like you would think that maybe somewhere along the line you would support there. I know a lot of our friends' bands have done it. So I mean, in a way, it kind of makes it all the more special, but all the more kind of terrifying.
Do you think you will have sleepless nights ahead of it, or you just deal with it?
So yeah.
It's is it like
It'll be fairly
last night of
daunting.
tour?
It's the last night of tour.
So, we won't probably have time to worry.
That's good, to be fair, yeah.
We'll be in a momentum by then anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be just another venue, another day, and then if it goes well, we'll be stoked. If it goes badly, we'll be devastated.
What can go wrong, eh? What can go wrong?
Live music, eh? Nothing ever goes wrong.
Do you want any guest appearances or anything from a long-time interviewer?
We're going to do a live interview. We could
Can you imagine?
Mid-song, it's going to stop.
we could cast it online somehow.
You can do that these days, can't you? Live,
So it's live, one take. You can't cut out any swears or
like
anything.
hard-hitting journalism will be.
That's it.
It's not happening. Is it?
Catch side
Yeah,
off
it
guard.
could happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my friend was at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival last week, and one of the free shows during the day was the comedy of conspiracy theories. And you went in, and the guy told you then and there, he's like, "There's gonna be no comedy here. We're just gonna talk about conspiracy theories." How hardcore is that? Really wrong foot your audience. We could do that at Brixton. People come in for a Don Broco show. Actually, they just see a real feature-length interview about what kind of shoes I'm wearing and potentially.
I'd be the most hated woman in Britain.
brands, yeah.
Let's not do that.
They got his 2-pint cups.
Yeah, they've got 2-pint cups at Brixton.
So people.
You know, the 2-pint big vibey bad
I don't
boys.
drink, so I don't know all this
Well, 2
stuff.
pints of water will keep you really sober.
The people that do drink will be fine.
I'll be having a rubbish time.
Yeah.
So are you going to have any guest appearances, any covers, anything special, or just straightforward quality Broco?
We're kind of getting into it now, though. We haven't had a lot of time to plan this tour because we did a small tour just recently.
And everything's been building up to Reading. I think
We
now is when
came
we're
out.
going to start addressing.
Now is when we sit down and we think, how do we make it as special as it possibly can be? And we'll come up with something.
Something good.
Lots.
That's my exclusive there, isn't it? Thanks.
Yeah.
So
There'll definitely be songs.
Bastille are having it. Maybe we could take some.
we're missing Bastille.
We could take some pointers from their show. I mean, the guy's got a Beyonce t-shirt on. That's pretty hard hitting. We could get Beyonce t-shirts.
Oh, he's got a big drum as well.
Yeah. We need to wheel out the big drum vibe for Brixton, and I feel like every other band's pulled out that trump, and we haven't done so yet. We've really fought the temptation to
Time.
wheel out the drum for Bobby and have him at the front, tomming away.
Brandon Boyd style.
Oh yeah,
It's
but
always worked for
Brandon Boyd had a djembe, and he was topless, and he had dreads. I mean, Bobby could be topless with a djembe, but it wouldn't look good.
Can you imagine him with dreads? How would that look?
That would look incredible, to be fair. I think Bobby could rock dreads.
You could probably buy some sort
buy
of
some kind of
fake
dread.
stick-ons just for the back. So it's
That's the production for the
What's
Brixton
Brixton
gig.
going to be? It's going to be Bobby with stick-on dreads and a djembe. It's going to be very
It'd
tasteless.
be like the ultimate mullet. It's the same haircut, but just a few dreads out the back.
I'm up for it.
Yeah, I'm so keen.
good.
So keen. Nothing to do with Reading Leeds.
I might wrap it up now. This is a classic, isn't it? That is not the face of loving Bastille.
Oh, I do.
You're enthralled by
Face
it.
of being mesmerised by a stunning
Yeah,
performance.
I'm watching them intently because
Matt's watching him in telly because he wants to know what kind of microphone the drummer uses.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking.
Are you into all the rig stuff and all the technical?
Matt's looking for a mic which isolates his vocal and cuts out the cymbal spill.
it's very technical. No, I try and avoid it, if I'm honest. Try and avoid the technical stuff. But when I need to dip my toe in the murky waters of
Wires and
tech world.
microphones.
I noticed your voice is a bit more in this album, isn't it? Like there's some quite extensive solo-y
It's
bits.
way into the main vocal. Soon Bobby will leave in a dreadlock-based flammable accident.
Well, it's a kind of full circle thing because we did an interview recently where, for the first time probably, we revealed the true way Rob joined the band, and it was kind of like a mutiny.
It was from the inside. He got in. He whispered
befriended
in some key ears.
He befriended our original singer. Right, this is way before we recorded anything, or just we had little bands at home, did some rehearsals. He befriended the singer, came along, just hanging out at rehearsal. Then found some bongos in the corner, started playing them along. Grabbed a mic, did a few backing vocals, edged his way in, and then we don't know what he said, but I think he's been whispering in ears. The singer then left.
Well, I'm going to look at him in a whole new light.
Rob was still turning up to rehearsals though, so we were like, I guess he's in. I guess he's in the band.
Sly dog.
So he pushed his way in. I'm going to push him out as well.
I feel so horribly rude. Sorry that I must look
It's
so
happened-
transfixed
it's happened
by
all
something on
day.
the camera. But is there like a clone in Bastille, or are there twins? Like, because there's a chap playing bass and there's a chap on the keyboards. With one of the camera angles, you get one in front of the other, and it's like some kind of house of mirrors. Like, they look identical.
I'm willing to bet it's probably twins.
They must be twins.
I'm going to wrap this up because
out.
you're transfixed by
Sorry, I'm
Bastille.
so
It's
sorry.
totally fine. Good luck for your tour. Congrats on your album. Well done for storming the stage.
Thank you.
Thanks, nice to
That's
see you
high
again.
five. Oh, thank you. Thanks.